I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I got to go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Was
been
hoping that you'd
so
drop in.
very nice.
I'll take your hands. Ooh, they're just notifications this morning, so people should start jumping in.
Good
morning. What's going on? I'm in one shot. Am I in the other? Okay, I'm in the. Let's go ahead and bring that around. Hey, Kim, our New York Life partner. Kim is our New York Life partner for the January camp.
All right.
So she will. We will be at the headquarters in Atlanta, Great Atlanta, New York Life for the January camp.
Great.
So we have got Scope and Scope, yay!
Yes, we are.
So hello, so shout out to New York Life, and she's actually going to do part of a plan. We've added a planning session to help entrepreneurs to think about those things, help put a lot into perspective.
Right.
So I am looking forward to that part in the workshop. But you're going to be part of the January camp as well, and you're going to do the performance.
That's
Performance.
right.
We're going to talk a little bit about performance today. My name is Yolanda Lattimore. I am the editor, 14-year blogger. Somebody said on Facebook, in fact, Vitamin Q. If you don't know Vitamin Q, he is a New Orleans blogger. And he said that I was one of the fairy godmothers of blogging. Fairy blog mother is what he called me.
Wow.
He said his fairy blog mother. I didn't do much blogging this week. We had a lot of events to do this week, a lot of appearances, and kind of had time to kind of shut down, be present at home and all those things that are going on because of how busy we have to be on the holiday. Like I don't get to, as an entrepreneur, and most entrepreneurs, we don't get to technically do the holiday because we're busy. Still working, so we have to kind of find other time. And funny when I say that to entrepreneurs, they like, wait, I'm not off. No, you're not off. You're on, so you have to kind of shift it around.
That's right.
And I know we got to experience that for Thanksgiving. Like all of my kids were working in retail for the holidays, so we had the first time we ever had dinner ready at like 12 o'clock.
Wow.
Because everybody had to be at work at 6 o'clock. We were all in the kitchen, and it still was the most amazing experience I've had all year.
That's great.
In the kitchen with the girls, I learned a lot about my girls.
That's great.
And, it was just amazing. So, headed into the holiday, a few more days.
Yes.
Shout out to the teachers.
Oh my goodness.
Teachers are so excited about today.
Yes, they are.
Oh, it's the last day of school before we go into the Christmas break. I think they have, only 2 weeks. It seems like we used to be out of school for months.
I think they have almost 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, because they get out on the 18th, which is today.
Okay.
And they go back, if I'm not mistaken, on the 4th.
Okay, so cool. So everybody's getting ready to enjoy that. Shout out to teachers, and a lot of teachers are entrepreneurs.
Yes, they are.
So they're looking forward to the opportunity to kind of jump back into their business.
Right.
In fact, at Douglasville, part of at Douglasville, she's a teacher, and I saw
Julie.
her posting is already gone up.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. And Rita Foshner Thomas is with Distinctive Ops. She is here to help entrepreneurs go pro. I have written some answers. I blog. I help entrepreneurs create buzz, but even before they create buzz, they got to go pro.
Yeah.
Because you can't put the word out there and you're not ready. Because people will come. Now, this beautiful scenery, this beautiful set, I know you guys are looking at Periscope going, what is this? This is part of the ecosystem in Douglasville. It's a place called Tuya. Stands for the uniqueness of it all. It's a blue building with a white rabbit owned by Mousy. And so I love saying that.
Yes.
I love telling people that. And I told Mousy to be ready to come in to this third chair, but she's going to focus on some products. It's the holiday season. The pillow sale is going on. So we're going to show you. Do you want me to grab some, Mousy? You want to bring some over? We got a pillow sale going on. The holiday pillows. And as well as all of the decor. You're well into probably the last week to purchase. The artwork behind us is for sale. The Christmas tree is decked out with ornaments that are for sale. The journey tree. What else? Let's see, some of everything. And these are two
beautiful pillows.
2 new holiday pillows. For those of you that are doing the blue decoration, a lot of people decorating their trees in blue. So the pillow sale. Now, original art. Tuya is the uniqueness of it all. It's a custom gallery shop. It is an original art, and she just happened to have an amazing space. A lot of people have their wedding showers, bridal showers. There's workshops, there's classes, art classes, all of that here. You keep hearing the name Tuya, and let's see, love it, right? So these are some of the holiday pillows that she's got.
Look at this
and
one.
This one is my favorite right here. I love this one because my grandmother used to put out holiday decorations.
Okay.
And how we not? In fact, we kind of got a standoff in my house as to who's going to go ahead and put up the tree. Finally got the decoration done outside, but all of this, and I know for those of you that have a pillow fetish, you've got pillows all over your house and you love original hand-sewn pillows. They're on sale here today. What does that say? Where's her store? 6786 Broad Street. And Broad Street is Bankhead Highway. It is Veterans Memorial. But when you hit the Douglasville city limits, it becomes Broad Street. You can go online to the website because they're online. They're 15% off on the website. So if you go to Tuoia, TUOIA.com, you can purchase a set. In fact, I think she's in the workshop headed to the post office to get the last shipment off. So if you want to order today, you can order today and they will ship because you're shipping today, right?
Yep.
Here's a set that's already sold. And I think because in the store here they were like $40 for the set, but I think it was like 20 something on the website.
Yes.
So you can go on the website, and then there is a Kwanzaa set, and if somebody's supposed to be on their way for the Kwanzaa set, let me get the Kwanzaa set over there. For those of you that will be going right into your Kwanzaa, we are stuffed with pillows.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
There is a Kwanzaa set, and I showed this Kwanzaa set on a scope, and somebody said, nope, put it aside, that's mine. So she's coming by today to pick up the Kwanzaa. I mean, when you see this, you know that that's Kwanzaa. You know that color scheme is Kwanzaa.
Look at all the
so
hearts.
That's
Look
the
at
set.
the hearts.
I told you people love
Yes.
pillows. This set is already sold.
Thank you.
This is, she's got it kind of like, sort of in a red.
Yeah.
In a red, it
There
says
you
ho,
are.
ho, ho. And then this one is two of these. This comes in a set. Here's a set. This is the blue. If
And
you're
then
doing
this
this
is a set
blue.
as well.
And then, yep, I have the other to that, the green. So, and like I said, 15% off of the pillows. If you go to Tuoia right now, if you come by the shop, she'll give you the same discount. Hand-sewn, stuffed pillows, custom art pillows, and original. You buy this set, you're the only one that have this set.
That's right.
Bottom line.
That's
Bottom
right.
line. Everybody's like, okay, wait, this is Periscope. What's going on? What we do on this particular scope, we invite entrepreneurs to stop by and jump in the scope with us, and we have a conversation about helping entrepreneurs go pro. You want to hold a pillow while we talk? I'm going to give you this one before I drop it. I'll hold this one.
Yes.
We'll keep some pillows in this set. One, because, and not only that, they're overstuffed.
Yes, they are.
Overstuffed
Yes, they are.
pillows.
Look
This
at
is not some wimpy pillow. And you're going to be able to put this out every holiday or keep it out if you like. Some people I noticed are keeping their holiday. I won't shout out a certain Cowboy fan, but they pretty much kept their Christmas tree up all year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a nice shot on Meerkat.
Yes, it
All right,
is.
we're actually running Meerkat and Periscope today. So you decide what app you want to watch us on. And I want to, if you'd like to cameo in on the Meerkat, we're going to invite you to cameo in. So if you want to jump on the Meerkat, we're going to test out the cameo feature. And you've not seen the cameo
I've
feature.
not.
Well, on the Meerkat has had some stability issues and look like it's doing pretty good.
Okay.
But what can happen if you're watching on Meerkat, we can give them the opportunity to turn on their camera and talk directly to us.
Oh, great.
So we
Okay.
we definitely want to use that tomorrow night, and we want to bring that back into the fold of the show because when we first started,
Right.
we'd hoped to use Meerkat so that we can engage with the entrepreneurs, and you can literally take over. They can take over the stream and tell people about their business.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, you can put pictures and images on the screen. Meerkat just has some great tools.
Yes, it
and I
does.
think Periscope is trying to do the same, but Meerkat just needed some stability.
Right.
That's an amazing shot.
That is.
Okay. All right. So, what Rita and I decided to talk to you about, and tell them how to follow you.
You can follow me at Rita Farsno Thomas on Facebook. Also at Distinctive Ops on
Okay.
Twitter. Our photo on
Are you
Instagram.
going to do a new Instagram?
I'm going to have to do a new Instagram.
New Instagram.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
am.
distinctive
So,
ops. You're gonna try to get a distinctive ops.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
isn't it amazing when you think about? Most people didn't think about how much Instagram could play into your business.
Right.
But the ability for people to tag you and share, and you see how I've been doing even the video testimony.
Yes. I have.
So that's just the opportunity that you have on there.
Right.
For people to use. And a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to post this, but if you've got tangible product, video, testimonies, I mean, if those 15 seconds of video that you get on Instagram or 30 seconds of video that you get on Twitter, and then, as you know, Facebook is soaking up video.
Yes, it is.
It is absolutely
Yes, it is.
soaking up video. I did a 6-second video this morning. It's absolutely, hey, there's our best. Look at that. There's our January partner walking in the door, New York Life. Hey, you must have the day off.
Girl,
You networking.
Okay.
There you go. All
There
right.
you are.
Okay. And that's what happens when you hear the bell. That means somebody has stopped, come by to jump into the scope. And we're going to get into a conversation. We said we were going to do a short scope.
Yes.
One of the things we did want to talk about is, and I got this from the conversation this morning, I posted, don't be afraid to sell.
Right.
Don't be afraid to sell. And shout out to the new people in Meerkat. We're going to try and read those comments. I know it's sideways. One of the things that we've often done here on the show is we started out with Fearless Friday. We thought we had addressed all the fears, but we find now from a conversation I've had, I did 2 scopes on just sale.
Right.
And people are saying that they've got some inhibitions about letting their Facebook friends know that they have a business.
Right.
I don't understand it. We didn't understand it, but you're going to help us through this.
Yes, because whatever you do, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your business life, you always have to be your authentic self.
Right. Right.
So you need to put it out there. If you are in a business and you're in business not just to serve others,
Right.
but to make money,
Exactly.
okay,
Exactly.
then are you going to keep that to yourself? And
Right.
why would you?
And why would you? And why would you? Because what you're trying to keep away from one friend, you're also keeping away from that friend who's going to encourage you,
Absolutely.
who's going to refer you to everybody that they know.
Absolutely.
And you can't hide being in the marketplace.
No, you can't.
I fell in love with that word this week, marketplace. When I realized, it's like, wait a minute, I own a share of the marketplace.
Yes, we do.
We keep trying to find the language. We spend a lot of time with trying to find the language, and we talk to a lot of people, even just trying to get them to commit to saying that they are an entrepreneur.
Right.
They always want another word or another term, but that's just it. I found when I was working with entrepreneurs on their Christmas campaign, and I had to convince them,
Right.
you want to share the marketplace. Even if you're in the workplace, you still need a piece of the marketplace. Even if you're going to do the 80-20. 80-20 is such a satisfying life because even though you have to go to work that 80% of the time, there's a lot of joy in that 20%.
Yes,
So
there is.
working 9 to 5, and then they light up when they get to do their, what I call their 5 to 9 or their weekend in the marketplace. So there's a fear. If you've got an inhibition, in fact, if you're watching the scope and you got an inhibition, type in the scope. Or is it that, are you trying not to let people know that you're an entrepreneur? And again,
if so,
don't
why?
understand. Why? Where does that come
It's just like a student that is a very bright student,
Yes.
an overachiever, but
Yes.
they're afraid to let other people
know.
Their friends know
Right.
that they're overachievers.
Right, don't want to raise their hand. And we see it at workshops.
Yes.
When somebody, because whenever there's a chance to interact at a workshop, I'm like, but we see it, there are people, they want to sit in the back.
Right.
They don't want to sit in the front. When they ask questions, they don't engage.
No, they don't.
And I'm like, okay, but you got dressed. Not only that, you spent money to come to the event or conference or networking, and still go through all of that and not let people know that they are open for business.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So,
right.
and how did they get to be? How did they go from what happened in childhood to bringing that fear into being an adult? But they still have a drive and a passion, but still a fear.
The thing is that you have to overcome You have, number one, you have to identify.
Okay.
Okay.
Identify.
That's the
Identify.
first thing.
That's
You
the first
have
thing.
to identify your fear.
Okay.
And then you have to find ways
Okay.
to overcome that fear.
Identify, overcome.
Yeah.
Write that down.
And another thing is that if you're in business,
Mhm.
nobody is going to make that money for you.
Right.
You have to make that money
Right.
for yourself.
Right. And that was the thing I had to realize this year
Yeah.
as well, because when I was in the workplace and the marketplace,
Mhm.
it was kind of a little bit of cheating.
Right.
You get comfortable. You
Yes.
know, you figure, okay, well, if I don't do it in the marketplace, I still got the workplace to fall back on.
Mhm.
But this year, I didn't have the workplace to fall back on. I had to really own my share of the marketplace.
That's
I had
right.
to get real creative.
That's right.
Which is why I ended up launching the affiliate program, because it's like I can't be out here selling these products by myself.
Right.
And that opened up a whole nother genre. I had to go on to Facebook and say, hey, listen, I'm in business.
Right.
You know, I
Absolutely.
can't keep playing with this. I am a business.
Right.
So, you know, and like I said, a lot of the stuff that we're sharing because of experience. Then somebody said that also to you, that you can only share your experience.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
it. You can't share anybody else's because you haven't lived that.
Right, but that's oftentimes too where fear comes from. People can sometimes share too much of their fear, and that could kind of give people inhibitions in and of itself.
Right.
Because you know they're looking at, well, so and so tried it and it didn't work for them, but that's them.
That's them. That's not you.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not you. We all have wonderful gifts.
Yes.
And my gift is not the same as your gift.
Right.
And
Right.
that's why we open ourselves up to learn from each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because especially on the GoPro.
Exactly.
On the GoPro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about professional, because again on the language.
Okay.
And we have through these. This is the 11th scope, guys.
Yes, it is.
And through all the entrepreneurs that we've seen, we've talked about, and we take them to that level of going pro. We found that the first difficult question that they had to answer was how to tell somebody how to become the customer.
Yeah.
So we went through that. If you had to look back, what would you say has been the best feeling, or watching somebody when they truly get it? What has it been for you in doing this scope?
For me, and I can't not remember her name, but the person who is afraid to open up and say exactly what it is that she does.
Okay, it works.
Yes.
It works. And I saw her the other day. She was actually having a meeting,
Okay.
and she posted on her Facebook. And she came in, and she was I remember
Yes.
her because she was wearing her brand,
Yes.
but still couldn't say
What she did. Yes.
got up, branded herself, and came into the environment.
Right.
But we really had to pull out of her, who are you? Why are
Right.
you here? What do you do? And even after that. But now when you see her, she is blossoming.
She's ready. Yes. Yes.
She is blossoming. In fact, I saw her, I can't remember if she scoped or if she just posted on Instagram or Facebook, I think one of those.
Okay.
One of those. Is there any area that we have probably overlooked? Because again, the goal is to identify as an entrepreneur. But also we want to look at going pro, taking the next step, becoming a growth firm, hiring somebody. We're looking for that entrepreneur who wants to now hire another person.
Right.
So what is it? Is there an area you think we might have overlooked, or you think something for the new year that we need to concentrate on?
We need to continue to concentrate on growth.
Okay.
Because in order to hire someone,
Yeah.
you have to be in a certain place.
Right.
You're not going to get
Right.
there if you're not growing.
Right.
You know, we need to concentrate on continuous learning.
Okay.
Okay. Because I don't care where you are
Yeah.
in your business or
Right.
where you are in
Still
life.
a lot to learn.
Exactly.
Still a lot to
Exactly.
learn. Because I find that when I go into certain situations, the language, the jargon, there's a different jargon when you're at a different level,
Right.
in your business, you know, and like reimbursement,
Yes.
you know, or expenses and costs. It means different things when you're at different levels. And
That's true.
and here comes the truth, tax time.
Oh yes.
Tax time
It'll
is
tell it
where
all.
we get the truth
That's right.
about who you are in business.
That's right.
Right. Okay. 'Cause-
And what you've done.
exactly.
Yeah. And where you need to be.
Right.
where you
Which
need
is
to
why
go.
you need to always tell the truth,
That's
because
right.
you can't escape it. You
No, you
can't. I
can't.
think we were in something, and you don't have to remember that because truth is always there. It's always there. So that's another part of it. What let's talk about for those who are watching and downloading their answers at 27answers.com. For somebody who is absolutely going to be the absolute beginner as an entrepreneur, what are some of the things that they need to know that they're going to sell something next year? You know, everybody's their New Year's resolution is to maybe they're looking at us with these pillows and they're like, wait, I make pillows. Maybe I should call and try to get my pillows into you. What's the first thing if you're going to try to exist in the marketplace or workplace?
First and foremost, make sure that your legalities are in order.
Right.
First and foremost, okay. Make sure
And
you
by
have
that you mean-
EIN. Make sure you have that business license. Make sure that you.
You know, that's the old one.
That's another one.
Okay, but I'm like, I leave
I
these
leave
bottles of water around,
And I save them for you.
but then I want a fresh one.
So you can just drink that much out of it.
You know, what was that movie where the little girl didn't want to drink the
Oh,
water? M. Night Shyamalan's movie.
Oh, I can't think of it. I
where the
love
little
that
girl
movie. I
couldn't
love
go
that movie.
back.
I can't think
all
of the name
around,
of it.
all around 2 years, y'all. I have these bottles of water.
That you took one sip out of. And I
Every,
leave 'em.
every time I return, she gives me can I get a fresh bottle of water? Give me that. I do it all the time.
Yes, she
And
does.
I always feel like I always feel like I have emptied the bottle.
After
I
one or
really,
two sips.
and I'm thirsty right now.
Right? You didn't want to drink that one.
Come in and say hello. Cause in fact, I said on, I said, look here, we got a third chair now. Yeah. Grab a pillow, have a seat. Let's talk.
I didn't even do my makeup, you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Come on in. Come on in. We said we would do a third chair, and I told everybody, listen, we're going to do a quick scope. I'm not even sure where we are on time, but one of the things that we've been talking about is going pro. We've been talking about what for the first time entrepreneur, because and first of all, Tuya is hosting our December camp. New York Life Greater Atlanta, the Palisades up by the King and Queen is hosting our January camp. And so one of the things, there are going to be people trying to decide if they should come to camp. Can they be an entrepreneur? Can they be in the workplace? Because I found the group that I'm working with is those who are in the workplace and in the marketplace at the same time.
Right.
They're not ready to take the full-on leap. You know, I still wasn't ready to take the leap. I was forced. It's like, okay, you've got other things you got to do. And luckily, because I had that 20% so niched, I could do it, go and do it 100% of the time. But we're trying to dial it back a little bit to help people identify as being an entrepreneur.
Right.
You know, you're selling something, but they're not identifying. And that's been a word this year, right?
Right. It has.
It has been a word. But how do you identify? Do you identify? Oh, that's going to be a great conversation. Let's have that.
I know.
Let's have that. Because even you yourself, I mean, you talked about changes you've had to make
Yes.
over the years, and to go into, even though you are under the umbrella of New York Life,
Right.
there is a great deal of entrepreneurship that has to
Exactly.
go with that. Y'all talk. I'm gonna drink some water.
Right.
So tell everybody who you are.
I'm Kim Coleman with New York Life.
There you go.
Atlanta.
There you go.
Yeah, but being an entrepreneur, that is one thing that's definite.
Right.
You have to take a lot of different steps. And one of the things that I had to take a step was when I was working, I used to work for Sprint,
Okay.
and I worked for Sprint for 19 years.
Okay.
And I finally decided, that this wasn't something that I wanted to do anymore. And so it was one night, April 1st,
Ooh.
I
Wow.
wrote my resignation letter.
Wow.
Right? And so I wrote my resignation
What
letter.
year?
It was 2012.
Wow. That was a pivotal year. Go ahead.
Right. I was scared. I didn't think my husband was going to approve with me doing it. I have two parents that live with me. They're senior. A house, a home, and so I was totally scared because you're taking a step, and once you take that step, and you say, okay, I'm gonna press that send button, and this is about to go out. I'm about to change my whole life.
Right.
And so I did it, and I haven't looked back since.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it that you saw as an employee, you saw a cap because you had the added responsibility now with the parents?
Right.
Did you see, well, there's a cap where I am now, but if I take this step, it's gonna take the cap off and I can excel a little bit more? Is that what drove you to go ahead and do it?
Well, what drove me, I knew that I wasn't happy where I was.
Okay.
And so being in that position, and I knew that I was valuable, I knew that I could do more.
Okay.
And I knew that there was something pretty much inside of me that said, Kim, you know what? This isn't where you're supposed to be. Other people saw it.
Okay.
And I knew that I needed to step out. And so I prayed about it, and that's what happened. And I have loved everything that I've done. I have no regrets.
Right.
When I've also had an incident where I was in the hospital and I didn't know if I was going to make it. So you really take a look at your life
Yeah.
and figure out, I'm going to start making some changes because I only have one life to live.
Right.
And so I'm going to put my best foot forward and make something happen.
Yeah. I think we each have that story
We
with
each have that
somebody.
exact same,
You said somebody, others saw it in you.
Right.
Others saw it. How do you know? Because you're here. Because even like when I go into scopes and people are talking about me,
Right.
I'm like, wow. Even when I look at the testimonies that I have posted on Instagram, but how do you know to believe that? When somebody else is coming to you all the time and say, man, you're good at what you do. You're great. How do you know that can make you an entrepreneur, though? How do you know that you can live up to that?
You have to believe in yourself.
That's right.
Because that's where it's all going to start
That's
from.
right.
Because if you don't believe in yourself, then it's not going to manifest. And I always have a vision. And I know
Coming in?
that y'all probably read that book with the, what was the book where you visualize it and then you go out.
Law of
and
attraction,
then
The
it's-
Secret, and all that.
right,
Okay,
right,
yeah,
from
yeah.
The Secret.
Okay.
And I always was able to figure out, okay, if I put that thing in motion or if I think about it and then let it go, and then it starts to happen.
Right. And if anybody's watching the scope and you're wondering why are they holding those luscious pillows, it's because we are inside. We're inside Tuya. I know. People oftentimes say that it is because they do that in therapy. They give you something to hold. Not that I'm being a need to go, but they do give you something to hold. And it creates a kind of a wall or a barrier. But one of the reasons we are holding these luscious pillows is because you can get these pillows at Tuya if you're holiday shopping, if you're holiday decorating. And then, of course, she's got the regular home decor pillows. But the pillows are on sale. It is a custom frame shop. It is a boutique as well as an art gallery.
Right.
So you've got the custom frame shop, you've got the boutique items, and then you've got the art. Okay, so everything that you see besides us is for sale.
Right.
Okay, and I've even had Mouse. If you notice now, you look around, you're gonna see some price signs. So when you do come into the shop and hang out in the shop, we do ask that you support the pillows. If you go to Tuya.com, Tuoia, the website, brand new website, refurbished website is up because we hadn't been able to say that. So while you're watching the scope, if you go to Tuoia.com, all the holiday items are on sale and shipping today, 15% off. So, and the price is already marked down for you. Just add to cart. This pillow that I'm holding is holiday decoration. It's got Saint Nick on it. She's got a custom red. It could be for the holidays, and it could go for your decor. And then this one, that one it looks like a present, and they're each set, so you can get two. They're two each, and you can definitely check them out. If you come by Tuya, she'll give you that same 15% off discount. And if you come on Tuesdays, there's a regular 10%. If you mention Dryer Buzz or you start on the scope, she'll hook you up. Okay. All right. So we wanted to be excited today with this website back up and ready for the holidays, ready for the new year. Tuoia.com. And Tuya has become a household word. So now you know you can shop at Tuoia.com if you can't get by here or if you're watching outside of the city. And shout out, we're doing a Periscope and a Meerkat. Just to reset, I'm Yolanda at Dryer Buzz. Kim is Kim, MBA_Kim.
Yeah.
And then Rita Fashna Thomas. And what's your Instagram? No, Twitter. What's your Twitter?
At Distinctive Ops.
At Distinctive Ops on Twitter. All right. And we come in.
And
there's a
Community
meetup.
Bean is going to be bringing some coffee.
Community Bean
All
is
right.
coming by with coffee because what happens is, and I know it's a holiday, so usually
There's
there's
some
a
snacks.
wide studio audience here. We usually invite entrepreneurs. It's a meetup. Everybody comes in. You can come in, jump in. We even bought a third chair.
There we are.
You can jump in the hot seat and talk about your business. Rita helps our entrepreneurs go pro. I just kind of moderate the conversation. I help entrepreneurs create buzz. Somebody said, I love this. Thank you. We now have an excellent partner, just like we have in Tuya. We have an excellent partner in Kim and New York Life. So we're going to have the workshop. Everybody's been saying, well, you just left Atlanta. You've gone to Douglasville. And so we've been invited to do some things as well. And tell them where the office is located.
The office is located at 5909 Peachtree, Dunwoody Road. And that's Building D, Suite 1100, Atlanta, Georgia, 30328.
She didn't tell y'all it's on the top floor. It's on the top
The
floor.
11th floor.
Giving us access to the boardrooms, and you know how I love to take over a boardroom, the training rooms, and so workshops are going to be there. So the workshops will actually bounce from Tuya's and to New York Life.
Right.
And
So
there's free parking.
free parking
Yes.
inside
Oh
the
my
city,
God.
y'all.
So there's no
Inside
excuse.
the city.
No excuse.
Not in the city.
Exactly, and when you come to Tuya's, you got free parking. So that's
Yeah.
that's partnerships and collaborations, and that's I always lead with an offering. So she gave us an offer we could not refuse, and so we'll be there. Speaking of camps, the camp that's 2 days after Christmas. Everybody's like, "How are you going to have a camp 2 days after Christmas?" Let me tell you, camp is sold out.
That's right.
Okay, absolutely
Yay!
sold out.
Yay!
We did a special of bring a friend if you register for the Christmas camp, and so now you can register for the January camp. I haven't done a bring a friend yet, but you want to watch the affiliates. Only the affiliates will have an amazing discount code for you if you look up the hashtag BuzzCamp27.
Okay.
BuzzCamp27, you'll see all the links to the affiliates, and they'll let you know they're going to compete
All
with
right.
the discount codes. And so as soon after Christmas, we got amazing campaign also. And you'll hear commercials for the camp on Fridays on the Jay and Shay show. So lots of collaborations have come out of this. I spend a lot of time plugging folk.
Right. And you're doing the ball too.
Yes,
Okay.
and let's talk about that. The scope, y'all, for what we've done, this is the 11th episode. We've been invited to cover the ball from wall to wall.
Yes.
So we will be live streaming on tomorrow before Rita heads out of town for her holiday break. We've got access to the red carpet, access to the mayor, access to the dignitaries, access to the dinner, access to the auction. I mean, every part. They was like, Yolanda, can you come and scope the ball from wall to wall? Which is why we're doing Periscope and Meerkat.
That's right.
So we'll have all of that running tomorrow. So you want to see me all dolled up, you got to watch that scope. Rita goes pro a lot. I tried to wear a dress like Rita last time, and I'm like, girl, you a blogger. Stop it. We actually, let me see, wait a minute. We normally go live about 8:27. I think we may do something around about 6.
Okay.
I'll find out today when we do the walkthrough. I'm still trying to decide how much of the red carpet we want to do, because there's always a little bit of backup on the red carpet of them waiting to do photos.
Right.
And I find the best way to get the buzz is when they get done with the red carpet. So I'm going down for a walkthrough today. It's at the Marriott Marquis. So for those of you that like to see celebrities arrive and all these, you want to see the old red carpet stuff, it's at the Marriott. I always say red carpet alert at the Marriott Marquis. So once I see where they're gonna put us and everything, what time we'll actually go.
Okay.
But definitely 8:27, and then maybe something around 6. I'm not sure. So we'll see what time the carpet.
Y'all need to jump off?
You want to jump off? You want to hang out? How much time we got? What time is it?
It is 12 o'clock.
It is right at 12 o'clock. We said we'd do a quick scope. You guys want to say anything else?
Well, I gotta go get my eyelashes.
She's going to get her holiday last. Okay. Well, you can jump off, Rita, and I will wrap up. Master, do you want to talk about any other products? Any other thing we got going on? Okay, cool. I like the
Bye,
pillow
everybody.
in the chair. All right, and follow MBA_Kim on Periscope.
Yes.
On Periscope. You like that pillow?
So we do have the
All right.
the thing tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice.
The
Glass painting.
Oh, the glass. Let me see the glasses. Give me some glasses. I know
It's
it's
right
one
behind you.
behind me. I can't reach it.
Boy, I tell you what.
I know you got to be in executive producer mode. Okay, tomorrow I told you at Tuya they have workshops, and so people are coming by. And you saw the video we did. You posted. Okay, hold on, take that one. Okay, you saw the video of people. What was the Canvas class? Okay, you guys have seen the class where they did the etching, the bottle etching,
Right.
and also they do these. Oh, you know what? The Minion. Hope, can you get the Minion one and put that in the screen? There she is. That's the one.
That's Mousy.
I love that one. Right there. No, the Despicable Me. That one. Yes. So there's a class, a workshop tomorrow if you want to do a little bit of holiday art. Maybe you want to decorate some Christmas glasses. My friend,
Great
hold it in
gifts.
front of the camera so they can see that one because that one has a lot of detail.
Yes.
And then the meerkat, hold the meerkat down.
There you are.
We got 2 cameras now.
Oh, and they're down there.
Yeah. So, there's a workshop tomorrow and it starts at what time?
It's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, usually about 6 to 8, 8:30.
6 to 8, but we never leave at that time.
Right, and then how much is it?
It's 25. You get 2 glasses. It's BYOB. I supply everything. You supply what you want to drink and some snacks because it's going to be Christmassy. So we're going to have a little party.
So
And
what
then
kind
we're
of
gonna have
designs are you
crazy
gonna do
sweaters.
on the
It's
oh.
whatever you want.
So wear your ugly Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Come to the workshop at 6 o'clock and paint
And
your
then
holiday
if
glasses.
and if whoever has the best sweater gets their next class free.
There you
Awesome.
There it is.
Oh,
And these are
awesome.
just sold.
So,
All right.
yay! That's the purple. And then, of course, on the website, Tuya, TUOIA.com. I'm so glad the website is done, so we can now shout out the website. And you know what?
Stuff added all the time.
I
New
tell
stuff
you
all the
what,
time.
you're scoping the scope. That's a different scope. That's a different scope.
Yes.
We need to type it in somewhere, and I'm scoping. So we'll make sure to get that shit. Hey, thanks so much for jumping in. We're getting ready to actually jump off. You guys will get a chance to watch the
Hey,
replay.
Norma.
Let's just kind of recap. I don't want to sit this here; it might fall. So yeah, you got to come get it. I don't want to. This one might hold. Let me see. This one might sit. We'll sit that there. How about that? That one. Yeah, I think it'll. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yay.
Okay. All right. So a lot of product in this scope because we love Tuya, great part of the ecosystem for entrepreneurs, letting us come in and scope and monetize with Tuya.com. I'm so glad the website. I love the website. The pillow sale is going on. What are some of the other things that are on the website? Those of you who want to do, who love pottery,
horsehair pottery.
and they'll know when I say this. Horsehair thrown pottery. It's the Gordon pottery, and it's out of the Midwest,
Out of New Mexico.
New Mexico.
It's
That's
gorgeous.
available.
Gorgeous.
Is it 15% off on the website?
Yes.
All right.
So you
It's
can
beautiful.
actually get that 15.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I might want to get that one.
That's
Nice.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
So
that one,
original
These are all
art
new. These are all
from pottery. You moved them.
new. Look, no, this is new stuff. We just got this yesterday.
Oh my God! You got new. Oh,
Isn't
new
that pretty?
pieces.
Look at that. Is that not gorgeous?
I didn't
That
even
is a
notice that.
beautiful
I love that.
Oh my
Turn it
God!
around so you can see the
It's got an
the
indentation.
crease. Yeah.
Uh-oh, the
It's
tag
called
came off.
It's called a seed pod.
Oh wow, that is gorgeous. New pieces. That, are these on the website already?
Not yet.
Okay, so the new. I didn't even see that.
Oh, I think no, but you may have put them on there yesterday.
May have. Okay.
Yeah,
Take
they
that
may be
one. Let
there.
me see another one.
Okay.
We
look
need
at
to
this
put
one.
these closer in the shot. Take it closer. Take it closer to the shot. That is gorgeous.
That's a gorgeous
see that?
piece. Beautiful piece.
Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't
my
that gorgeous?
I didn't know you had new pieces.
Yes. It's just beautiful. That's a feather.
And shipping
Yeah.
today. If you want to order, it's got to be shipped today. If you want to get it in time.
And just put in the
Hopefully
code
in time for
ship
Christmas.
free.
Oh yeah, there's a code.
Oh,
Free ship. Free ship.
Free ship.
Yeah.
Ship free.
Free ship. I think it's free ship. Yeah. You got to pay for it. You send out the e-blast?
Yes.
Oh, the e-blast is out as well.
That's a great
All
thing.
right. So, yeah, on the website, original art of pottery, glass, wood, pillows, scarves, tutus, art, all of that. And we want to always thank Mousy for allowing us to come in and
Yes.
scope. We talked to you today about taking your entrepreneurs to the next level. We were talking about the language of, what did you say? Identify.
Identify.
Don't be afraid to identify as an entrepreneur. If you got Facebook friends that don't want you to say you're in business,
Then, are they your friends? Or
Are
do
they-
you need to leave them alone?
there you go. There you go. So go out there and let everybody know you're open for business. Tulia is open for business. Dryer Buzz is open for business. 27
Distinctive
inches.
Ops is
It's
open
open.
for business.
And Distinctive Ops does what again?
What we do is that we help other businesses with their training needs, with their operational needs. We write those tedious handbooks
Yes,
that
yes.
people have a hard time reading sometimes. They don't want to read, but you know
If-
what? If you're in business, you need a training manual.
If my affiliate program grows any larger, well, I'll probably need a training.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Because even though it's easy to say sign up and earn 27%, that situation may arise where somebody just did not understand the simple language of that. Right?
Absolutely. Policies and procedures. We write. We help you with your social media policy.
Yes.
Who wants to be in court because they have a disgruntled
Affiliate.
who has put them on
Okay.
blast on social media?
Okay, so
Okay?
in
Have a
that
policy around that.
Oh, and since we're going to have that, we're going to talk about that as far as performance.
Uh-huh.
You're going to talk
Yes.
about that in the workshop. We're going to be talking about that in the January workshop. We have to think about that because there's another thing. Oh, I didn't think about that because I put out there this morning I wanted to be the Uber of answers.
Okay.
Okay, and that I am showing people how to open their own store with our products. So I need to make sure. And if you look at the affiliate page, it's just a couple of lines of text. I might need to put a couple of other paragraphs on there.
There you are.
And who would I go to? Distinctive Ops. Don't mess with me. I'm going to go pro on you with Distinctive Ops. At Distinctive Ops. Make sure you follow Rita on Twitter. You got any questions, use the hashtag Distinctive Ops. She can answer those for you. She does do consulting.
I do consulting, and I also teach workshops and seminars.
Right.
And I am a public speaker.
There you go. And we cannot get out of here without talking about this amazing symposium. Speaking of speaking, she's got an amazing symposium coming up in January as well. We have already stacked your calendar. All you got to do is watch and listen.
That's it.
So the symposium is. Tell them about the symposium.
Okay, so I also have a foundation. It's called the Ademala A. Fashana Thomas Jr. Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is that we award $1,500 scholarships to needy and well-deserving students.
Yes.
Last year we were able to award 2 of these scholarships. This
Right.
year our goal is to award 3.
Right, which means
Yes.
we're going to pick a scope day to actually raise one of those scholarships on scope. Okay? Otherwise, I don't want to scope in January if we don't raise that scholarship. It's just that simple. This is simple, right? Okay. So we're going to let you know as soon as we come back for holiday break. We're not going to tap into your Christmas funds.
No,
But as soon
definitely
as we
not.
come back from the Christmas break, we are going to let you know which scope day, which Behind the Buzz in January that we're going to, while we're scoping, attempt to raise one of those scholarships so when she goes to the symposium, she can already say, hey, listen, we've got this. Now, the symposium is a number of speakers.
Yes. the
Let's talk about
symposium-
what that is.
Okay, so we have some phenomenal speakers. For instance, we have State Representative Roger Bruce that
Yes.
will be speaking.
Yes.
Supreme Court Judge Bo McLean
Wow.
who will be speaking.
Wow.
We have Michelle Simmons, who's a part of the school board.
Okay.
We have a student speaker from the University of West Georgia,
Wow.
so that she can tell her take on
Right.
education.
Education, right. Because is that almost like this is like a kind of state of education?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It
that's
is.
what it is.
And it's so important for us to tap into our young people.
Yes.
You know, there's so many leaders out there, young leaders.
Yes, yes.
And all they're looking for
Okay.
is for somebody to help them along because their financial situation may not be conducive to getting that education.
Right.
Okay, so there was one person that, and I know that you read this, where a person said, "Oh, everybody's doing scholarships."
Right.
You know,
Right.
and I was so taken aback when she said this, and I had to gather myself. And when I did, I told her, I said, "You know what? As long as there is one person, one young
the need.
person out there that has the need for a little help to get their education, there can never be enough scholarships."
And I think there's always apprehension about it, because a lot of times they see people build large organizations, and those organizations use more money to run the organization than they do for the scholarship. And I did a blog piece on that. I remember going out there was a well-known organization, and they would always top this dollar amount. But when I went to their website and saw the number of people that had to split that dollar amount,
Wow.
when you just sit, and they don't invite me to this gala
I'm sure
luncheon
they don't.
anymore,
Yeah.
because when somebody said, "Well, can you interview the president?" This is how I roll, y'all. So they said, "Well, can you interview the president of the association?" I was like, "Sure." So, and live, I did this because you know me, I'm always live. And I said, "Well, here at the brunch," I said, "the lunch, the shoes that the hostess wore to the brunch, the Tiffany boxes you gave away for the brunch, and the brunch, and each table at the brunch was sponsored,
Right.
which means that the people at the brunch paid to come to sit at sponsored tables."
Right.
I said, "But then the amount of scholarships was nowhere near what was spent on the lunch."
Yeah.
And I said, "Now how does that math add up?" And when I tell you the way this person choked on screen, but when you see an organization where the goal is to get the money in the hands of the students, that's who you need to support. And we're going to talk about that, because they've invited us into one of the biggest education conversations, and that's tomorrow. We won't let you know. We're going to talk about it. But I mean, you just, and not to say that that's the organization, because this particular organization don't invite me no more. So I'm glad to go out and support the UNCF tomorrow. I'm glad to support the Ademola A. Fashion Thomas Foundation, because I only support what I believe in and where I see the work is being done.
Right.
And that's what, and I'm only going to ask you to support those who are getting the work done. And I think I want to do something next year to help, because I find when talking to students that even in getting the scholarships, there is still a need in filling out and having enough money to do the application.
Absolutely.
I guess I did. I know that greatly, because I had 4 kids that had to go in there, and I remember every time they would come, "Mom, I need $50 for the college application, $75, $90, $125.
Right.
And you want them to apply at all these great schools because all the opportunities out there. But there are kids out there who miss going to school their freshman year simply because they cannot come up with the application fee, and that is ridiculous.
Right.
That we're at that point. I thought I heard a train, so we're gonna get ready to get out of here, guys. Short scope today. We will do a little bit of an after scope, because we'll have a little bit of power. I don't have to head downtown. Do I hear a train? Yeah. And we're gonna talk a little bit more, let you see. As always, I always want to show you some more of Tuya, so we'll do that. But again, let me thank Rita Fashion Thomas for helping us go pro this year and taking Periscope pro. I think that's another thing that we did, and I think we may have lost our meerkat. Let's see. I'll go ahead and close that. It's going to ask me to continue streaming. I'm going to say yes. Okay, cool.
There we are.
There it is. It's going to say continue streaming. I'm going to say okay to get you guys back online there. And I'm glad to see that Meerkat is back. Those of you that are on Periscope, if you haven't tried Meerkat, I see Tony Lee is watching, and when I turned it on, it said 87 because I scheduled it, and
Okay.
they were able to set up alerts.
Good.
And that's some of the features you have on Meerkat. You can schedule, and then people know when you're going to go live. So
Okay, for
we'll be
those
doing-
people on Meerkat, don't forget to come in.
yes,
You
yes.
want to ask us questions? Come in and ask us questions. You want to comment? Come in and comment.
Yeah. And
I'd love
Tom-
to see you.
Tony is there. Tony, you want to, I tell you what, let me go ahead and end Periscope. I'm going to ask Tony to try to Cameo. So if he's still there, I think he's still there. I'm going to ask Tony to try to Cameo so that Rita can get an idea of how that works.
Okay.
But again, thank you guys so much on Meerkat for allowing Behind the Bus to come into your Friday mornings. I hope that we have throughout this show and previous shows, giving you great information.
Yes.
We're going to continue to do that. I'm going to get Rita writing some ebooks. 2016?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to get, because distinctive ops, I mean, I would not be the pro that I am without hanging out with this lady right here, y'all. Okay, now there is a train. I do hear a train.
it is coming.
All right, so guys,
Take care,
let me
guys.
get done, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great, are we back after Christmas? The next one is,
Yeah, I will not be here.
okay, so we have to decide if we're going to
There's
slope.
our train.
There's a train. Is that 6129? Yep, he's backing up. They're going slow, so they're getting ready to roll out. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing.